let's get into the content. Okay, so we're going to start off talking about the Xbox president, whose name I believe is Sarah Bond. All right, Sarah Bond is apparently the head of ecosystem at Xbox. I really don't know what kind of title that is. I mean, this video is from a year ago, and it's starting to circulate around because people are asking, who is this woman? Because she doesn't really clearly she doesn't seem to know what she's talking about, because that recent interview she had where she was asked about Tango Gameworks, and she kind of, we covered it on the last Hypnocast, you guys know, where she just kind of like sighed and gave political speak and didn't really say anything. It was like 2 minutes of just nothing but fluff. Well, a lot of people were trying to figure out who she is and what she does at this company, and this video is now going around with comments turned off, which I find pretty interesting. So we're gonna play this video and kind of react to it. It's only 5 minutes long, so just grab your popcorn, make sure you have it ready, make sure it's extra buttery for extra bigots, and let's fucking do this, shall we? Press play.
My name is Sarah Bond. My pronouns are she, her, and I am the head.
Right off the fucking right. Just gotta sneak in the fucking. Just gotta sneak in the pronouns. Just gotta throw it in there. Throw it in there. Like, you did. 5 seconds. 5 seconds into the fucking video. 5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Red flag. That was fast. Let's go back.
Sarah Bond. My pronouns are she, her, and I am the head of ecosystem for Xbox.
Nice. I think this was before she became president, because I don't think head of ecosystem and president are the same thing. I really don't know what head of ecosystem is, but we're gonna find out.
I know, right? Microsoft likes to make these titles that are very mysterious. But what we do is we're really responsible for all of the relationships that Microsoft has with game creators globally. And we get to be responsible for all of the aspects of that. So we lead the commercial relationships. We also build all of the developer tools and all the publisher tools.
1980 Ray says she talks like a politician. Yeah, because you got to understand these CEOs, these executives, they're trained to speak like a politician. Like that's their thing. They're never going to give you a direct answer, because the more of a direct answer they give you, the more liable they are for what they say. So they like to speak in a very vague term, because the more vague it is, the more they can kind of play around with it, spin it to whatever narrative is comfortable at the time. So they're trained in the way, to speak like this.
That are used by game creators that want to work with Xbox, and also that want to have their games powered by Azure.
Do you see this logo? Do you see this Xbox logo? It's a black and brown fist slamming together to create an Xbox logo. Because, any chance you got to showcase diversity, you got to do it. Even in the controller, you got to draw 2 brown hands together, just, fist bumping.
It wasn't a linear one. I actually played games starting out as a kid. It was something I always did with my dad. The first game.
Now, could she have played games when she was a kid? Probably. Do I think it began and ended there? Yes. I don't think it went very far.
Game I can remember playing was King's Quest II when I was about 6 or 7 years old. And then I went to business school, and I actually started out working at McKinsey in consulting. And at that time,
consulting.
No one did consumer tech. Like Google had an IPO. There was no Facebook. There was no iPhone, and all of tech was considered to be commercial business. And I decided, though, because I liked consumer things and I liked tech, that I was going to do consumer tech. And people thought that was a little strange. But of course, it ended up taking off with everything that happened in the world. And I did that for a number of years in consulting. And then I went to T-Mobile and worked there, T-Mobile, the wireless company, which is a great consumer tech company. And after about 6 years doing a ton of things there, which ended in me leading strategy and business development.
So essentially, there's not much like gaming-oriented stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like there isn't a lot of gaming oriented history here to speak about. And I'm not saying that as a diss directly to her. I'm saying that in a general thing, right? So we're talking about people who don't have gaming backgrounds, who don't have experience working in gaming industries for the most part, and they are getting head positions in gaming publishing companies. I mean, you don't even quite understand the player base or the fan base that you are supposed to be leading for, right? Like if you're the president of Xbox, how are you? Yeah, sorry, I chewed my cough drop. My bad. Uh, cough drop ASMR. Hey, it is what it is. Um, how is it that you got there, right? And it's because all of these companies, and it's not just Xbox, it's PlayStation 2, Sony, they all do this, man. And I say this all the time. These are companies that are being ran by people that do not have any care or experience for the gaming industry. Zero. There's like, you have non-gamers, and again, I'm not saying you got to be a fucking esports player. I'm just saying, like, maybe have a little bit of a passion, just a little smidget of a passion. But the problem is, it's all ran by people who are just corporatized, fucking, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Just corporatized dolls. Like, this person who is supposedly the president of Microsoft right now. I like the Xbox pillow in the background, by the way. Yeah. I see you guys pointing that out. That's hilarious. Definitely means you're a gamer. In an otherwise very plain studio, but hey, whatever. Anyway, people like this shit right here, there's no difference between her and a president of, say, Target, or president of, say, I don't know, like she said, T-Mobile. There's no difference. Right? There's absolutely no difference. But unfortunately, when you come into the gaming space, you end up being you have to serve a certain clientele. You have to serve a certain fan base. And it should take a little bit of passion to really make you connect with those people like us. And I feel like there is just no passion. When I look into her eyes, even when she was talking during that interview that we covered on the last Hypnocast, if you look into her eyes, man, zero passion. Zero passion. I've seen more passion coming out from people who are gay talking about pride events than I do from this woman talking about gaming. There is no passion in her face whatsoever. Zero.
I decided I want to try something new. And Microsoft seemed like a great option. And when the opportunity came to start on the gaming team, I was like, well, that works perfectly. That's consumer tech. And it's also something that I've always loved since I was a kid.
Oh, bullshit. I'm sick. Stop it. You had me at the consumer tech. There ain't no fucking way, bro. There's no way that you love this since you were a kid. Stop. Can we stop these? Can we stop these lies, man? This is why I hate this shit, man. I'd rather you just be honest. Just be honest. There's no way. I want to see, I would love to see her entertainment section in her house. I guarantee you it has like 3 games in it. And they're probably games that she was forced to take for whatever reason. I'm telling you, these people do not have a passion for gaming. They have a passion for the corporate life. That's what they have a passion for. They have a passion for dinner parties. They have a passion for, going on, I don't know, some rich guy's yacht. Like they have a passion for the corporate lifestyle. There's no passion for the gaming. Zero. If there was, you wouldn't be trying to over monetize it to the maximum, reducing passion and increasing profits when you're not even increasing profits, really. You're pissing gamers off, over monetizing everything, nickel and diming everybody, and still supposedly not making any money. So you got rid of the passion and you're still not making enough money to make up for it. Come on. I don't buy it. I do not buy it. That fucking logo's cringe, bro.
Well, when I first came, I had been at sort of a strategy business development person for a long time, especially at T-Mobile. That was my role. And I was really used to this industry where all I had to care about was like 4 actors, like it's like T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, maybe you're thinking about like
Apple
the
stream, ladies and gentlemen, like the stream,
Google for Android. And then I came to gaming and I realized that there were thousands and thousands and thousands of developers, creators, different platforms. And it was like looking at a constellation of stars. I was just like, oh, this is so cool. And because of what I get to do, I can see it all. You know, a lot of people work in our industry, but they don't get the opportunity to actually see all of those patterns. You know, they might work on a specific aspect of it, but my role literally requires me to look out and to understand what's going on for all of the different players, what matters to them, what their economics are, what their challenges are, and help them solve those things.
Yeah, but you're not really doing that though. Like, that's the thing. Like, none of that's happening. Zero of that's happening. If anything, it's just getting worse. This is all political speak for I do nothing. It's all like, that's what this is. It's political speak for I do absolutely nothing. I am here for one reason and one reason only. And that's to make the company look good. That's what I'm here for. Other than that, I'm chilling. I'm collecting my massive salary and I'm chilling. What's the most challenging part of your job? Perhaps it should be playing pretend as if you are good at your job. Maybe.
Maybe context switching. Like, I have to think of so many different things and types of things in a single day. You know, I might be having a very deep one-on-one conversation with someone about their career, or they might be scared or worried about something. And then I have to switch to be giving a speech to thousands of people. And then I have to switch to a conversation about the unit economics of xCloud and how those are going to change over time, right? And then I have to switch to, you know, giving someone advice on how to approach a negotiation. And those are all sort of different parts of your
YouTube
brain.
said what coffee to have.
and different sort of altitudes that you need to be thinking about and explaining things. And I think that's the hardest. Like, when I have a day with a lot of context switching at the end, I'm like, oh, I just got to put my headphones on and relax. I'm so tired.
Put your headphones on and relax, not, you know, put a game into the console and you know, de-stress by playing a video game. Interesting. You said, you know, listen to music instead of actually playing a game. But hey, I mean, listen, everybody's different. You know, when people say they love games, they clearly mean listening to music, you know?